Shalom. Okay, we get together. What's up, folks? What's up, folks? What's up, folks? Peace and greetings. Peace and greetings. Peace and greetings. What's up, Just Candy? Just Me Candy. What's up? Happy hustle. We're working on right now. We get Instagram, Facebook, Panapto, the video recorder, and we have Twitter for the radio and audio feed. This is going to be a long video, serious video and audio. Instagram, yours will be in segments. Instagram, yours will be in segments because it's only good for an hour and they stop it. Facebook, I don't know what they on anymore. I'm done with, I can't figure that out. I'm done with Facebook's community, whatever the hell that thing is. And Panapto, we go ahead and record this out for 3-4 hour recordings. Same thing with Twitter. We're blessed to be able to do a marathon space talk. So we thank the Panapto company. We thank Twitter. What do we have to thank Instagram too? They're the adults of this social media thing. They done got their panties all up in a bunch like some broads. And Facebook, because they let anybody do any damn thing except for teach people what is real. You can do whatever the hell you want on Facebook other than be civil. So we know what that Facebook is hitting for. We know what that's going for. But that's not the topic of the video. Let me switch this up for you here. Right. I don't know why this is cloudy, man. Should be it should be a little closer, but it's not. But it's cool. We're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna keep rocking. Cause this is for the spirit. It's really this ain't really for this ain't for the eyes, for real, for real. It's for the spirit. Oh shit. I didn't hit this play button. I did that the last time. Hello? Check. Let me see. I gotta check this out real quick. Check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. No microphone. Microphone. Check 1 2. Okay. We're alright. We're in there. We in there? Alright. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check mic check 1 2 1 2. Alright. We got our Panapto on here. Good day, kinfolk. This year host Hosea Omar, the servant, also known as the real. There was a young guy, right? It's like, he's like, man, I ain't knew that was you. I was like, yeah. He said, but when I found out it was you, he used to say, the real. And I'm like, yeah, because it's real, man. Oh, damn. Shit, man. I'm like, yeah, man, because it's real. Not is Ra El or is the sun God. No. Not Ishmael is Ma or the moon God. No. A lot of people didn't know that. Family. A lot of people didn't know that it was a situation where these people was worshiping Ra. Is Ra God? El. Ishmael. So there was 14 generations or 14 years between Ishmael and Isaac. Why is it 14 generations from Jesus to David? What is it about that 14? We're going to find that out today. We're going to find that out today. But first I have to finish this video that I always wanted to do. And we found out the facts. Gee, we got the facts. A yappa mash pat ya. I told you it was on my radar. Yappa Mashpata. The Witch Hunter General. Where are you? Chime in, bro. And I use bro very, very lightly. Chime in. We want you to chime in. The whole planet worship the sun, moon, and stars. Everything in your life is evolved around the sun, moon, and the stars. So much, you got Hollywood. And last time I checked, Hollywood has a sun, they have a moon, and they have a place called the Boardwalk of Stars, where you can literally walk on a star. Put your name on the concrete, take pictures with it, and people just walk all over you. Oh, stars, how have you fallen from heaven? Oh, stars, how have you fallen from heaven? If you are a star of Hollywood or a star of Atlanta, how far have you fallen? If you are a Bollywood or Bollywood or Black African American Hollywood, i.e. Tyler Perry, and you are a star, how far have you fallen, stars? You've fallen from heaven and now you're stuck on earth ready to burn out. A yappa mash mouth. What is your fucking name? Where's my other phone at? I better find this nigga's name. I'm just gonna use yappa. And brother Yah Enoch Israel. You two guys. This is not personal. I don't hate you. I don't like you. I'm not your God. I'm not your sun, moon, star, nor your fuck nigga. So I don't have anything for or against you niggas. Alright? But what we do have against you is the sin nature. What we do have against you is your sin nature, Yapit. The general witch hunter. This ain't about you. Yah Enoch, Israel, and Yapet, general, the witch hunter. This ain't about you. In fact, you're engulfed in this. This is why I told y'all it's not good to wake me up. It's not good. It's not good to get me on your radar. It's not good. We're on this thing all day, every day, for years. There's nothing that the heavens and the earth and the abyss don't know about me. I make it my business to tell on myself, and I make it my business to want to be judged by the righteous ones and slay the unrighteous ones who try to judge out of personalism. See, because if you judge me out of personalism, I'm going to light your ass on fire. But if you judge me out of righteousness, then I'm humble. I'm very humble. In fact, I love to be judged in righteousness because it keeps me righteous. Iron sharpens iron, right? So that righteousness sharpens righteousness, and foolishness fall to the side like dross off of pure gold. And we'll use that dross to form lesser materials. Still useful, right? And in fact, they use dross to make fake gold chains. Yeah, Pat. I told you you should have got on my radar, man. You know, Enoch, Israel, told you don't get on my radar. And so I had to go into my cave of treasures and check out what I was going to do. And last night, I got the weapon to use against you guys. This is my lightsaber. I had a picture of it. Me and his sister was on doing a chat yesterday. I was recording on tag. And when you do a video call, right, it's you back and forth on the phone. You don't put a picture there and they talk to a picture. The purpose of a video call is to see a person who you talking to. Can I get a one funky? Can I get a one funky on that? Is that keeping it one funky? I'm gonna show you that picture. What happened? How it just popped up. Got bear witnesses. I even got to record it. All right. To everybody who's calling on Yeshua, Joshua, Yeshua, Yamashiach, you're worshiping the Son. Yapa, Yah, who got rejected out of the Torah Knights. You got rejected out of the devil's camp, if that's the case what you're saying. If the devil don't want you, then obviously somebody else don't want you. You couldn't sit there in the fire and be that light to everybody else around you. If you get kicked out, your light wasn't bright enough. Y'all, Enoch, you call me a boy. When clearly, when you see my photos, what comes out of my mouth are words of a man. And so, I'm going to read something to you Israelites who war against God. I was one of the first ones to tell you that Israel still means you're wrestling with God's words. And y'all try to use Israel, who wrestles with God's words, to say that you're the chosen. Well, guess what? You're right. You're chosen to be the ones on fire. That's why he says, I'm going to give you new names and 144,000 out of you motherfuckers. Because, see, everybody outside of Israel is already burnt. They've already been judged prior to the birth of Israel. Let me get this right. Let me reiterate this to you, family. Let me reiterate this to you. Let me reiterate this to you. There was a group of people who followed the Spirit, Yah, the breath, the life-giving, the Spirit that went into Adam's nostrils and made him an upright man. Not a human, prefix hu. Not a mankind, suffix kind, but root of all civilization, man. That's what man means. The root of all that is civil. Under his divine law of his creator, breath, and his substance, life. And the fruits of life, i.e., heaven, earth, and the abyss. I.e., here on Panato, and some of you guys can see this here. I have the video put up. Matter of fact, I forgot about to switch my camera. Man. That right there. 7 zodiac signs of heaven and 5 in the abyss, not hell. So what I want to do is, I got enough things opened up on this one. I wonder if I can open up another, what you call it on here? There's a scripture that nobody teaches. There's a scripture nobody teaches. The blessings of Jacob. Everybody goes to Jacob's ladder. What's your Danae? Happy hustle? There's a scripture there nobody teaches. You never ever hear about it. This is what we call the Bible or Christianity pseudoscience. That's what we call Islam pseudoscience. We call all religions of this planet pseudoscience. Black African Americans are pseudoscience. And everything it stood for is pseudoscience. It's all pseudo fake. Everything is a lie. And we're going to show you that from paradise, now we're using pair of dice. We're always gambling our souls. Key word, soul. I missed the part. I missed the part somewhere. I missed the punch somewhere. There's so much to share with you guys. Hang tight. I'm telling you, this is going to be some fire here. But I want to hope that Yapit, the general witch hunter, now we've been hunting you for the past 3 days. And now we got you. Y'all Enoch, you've been disrespectful. Now we got you. So we're going to hope that your followers and your friends are going to see this video. And then when y'all go to them and say, we thought you knew this shit, nigga. We want y'all to go to them and say, we thought you did your homework, nigga. To all you want to backbite other people's camps and get on other people's feeds and get on other people's DMs and talk shit, and you don't have no scholarship of your own. You have none of your own. So so this video that I'm making, this live that I'm making, is because this is confirming my scholarship that I've done myself with the help of the Most High and sun gazing for the past 20 years, literally every day, all day. I literally stare at the sun literally at least 3 hours on an average without getting my eyes burnt, retina, nothing. And only reason why I got glasses because of the age. And the fact that I didn't always live a very healthy life. But I can take what I get today. I can see. And so that's why we bought these glasses. You know, to treat my eyes with some respect. And put the best for my eyes. Because we have the best for a God and a Savior, which is Yah Allah. The Spirit God. You get that? That's what Yah means. Spirit, breath, Allah, God. The Spirit, breath, who uses the Son, God, to do His will. Yah Allah. The Spirit, Yah, breath. Not the sun, moon, stars, the earth, nothing, none of that. We're talking about the breath of life. The one that said, do not use my name in vain. That breath that says, in your words breathe life and death. Yah. When you get up in the morning, instead of saying, good morning, Father Yah, what can I do for you today? Can I have permission to go outside? Can I have permission to make this video? Can I have permission to use your name? Y'all don't do that. Because none of you pray before you do your videos, or during your videos, or after your videos, asking them bless the fuck you said. None of you do that. But I'm not here to pick what you do or don't do. We're just talking about the breath. While we say Yah, Allah. And this is where you get Ilah for the moon god. And that's a fact. But also Ilah is also a sun god. I.e., in Egypt, you see the sun come down in the horns of Apis. The horn represents what? A crescent moon. The sun represents who? Ra. So when Ra comes down into Apis, the moon is what? If Apis is the alpha, that means it's a new what? Season or a new year. What? Y'all don't know the half. I got it right here in a briefcase. Everything that I'm about to show y'all, I've already had this years ago. And there's people who sat there and watched me write it. Literally. There's people who sat there and watched us write it on the walls. Literally. In fact, everything in that briefcase, people can bear witness because we said, look at this on the wall. Do you see it? And they said, yes, bro. We see God's messages on this wall. We sat around tables in the jails of our brothers. And the modern day centurions, i.e. the COs. And they sat there and watched us put these books together and write these things. And they sat there and watched the Most High Yah bring college, Harvard, Pitt University, Carnegie Mellon, Robert Moore's Duke, Catholic, Islamic, all religious. They all hand me their books. They all gave us their books in jail. Could nobody get these books but myself? Glory be to the Most High. I had to share that with you real quick before we get into this, to validate our scholarship that we put in with our own fingers, that we sacrificed to going out here playing around with the girls, trying to be like this, be like them, and trying to get into a camp and say, oh, I'm in the camp, look at me, I'm part of the Hebrew Israelites, da-da-da-da-da-da, and they come to find out it ain't what you thought it was. You thought you could find, you was going to hook up to a new church or a new synagogue or something that'll rub your belly. Something's going to rub your balls or something's going to rub your booty to make you feel good and say, hey, I'm selected, ha ha. I'm elected, ha ha. You ain't. I'm the seed of God, you ain't. Ooh, y'all in trouble. This is an old video. This is a video that's supposed to have been done 2 weeks ago. But I want to get this basis started, and then we can have a discussion. I would love for anybody to get in. What's this? Push this real quick. What this is. You have no requests. Okay, cool. See if I get somebody to get in. Where yapping? I'm putting him in here too. Look at find me. I can't find him. Might be your lucky day. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. M-A-S-H. Nope. Let's see if I can find this dude. Nope. Can't get him to join in. But I'm gonna read this thing I got on Facebook. Facebook, y'all can't. Instagram, you'll get it out if you see it on Facebook. And you're gonna cut off from our Instagram. So I have the full length video on YouTube. I might be able to shoot it to you. Or the full length might be on Facebook. I don't know. I wish I could show you this picture real quick. Let me read this to you. Tell me if this sounds familiar. This is before Jesus is created. This is before your Christianity is created. This is before your New Testament. Matter of fact, this is how far we're going to take this. We're going to take it this far. Matter of fact, let me switch you around, Just. Just because you can get it. You can see the, wow. There you go. Right there. Now, let me read this to you. You ready? Check this out. Now, a lot of y'all know it already, but it just couldn't get y'all couldn't phantom of being abused mentally and spiritually like this. Well, we're going to show you how deep this abuse goes. We're going to show you how deep this abuse goes. This is who's this? This is their version of Jesus, Hindu. And this Hindu or Veda text is older than the New Testament. And it reads as follows. I myself never was not. Learn that he by whom all things were found, meaning himself, is incorruptible. I am eternity and non-eternity. I am before all things and the mighty ruler of the universe. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all things. Now, Jesus said the same shit. Talking about plagiarism. So, anybody who got the name Yeshua, Yahushua, Yamashiach, da-da-da, you're a devil and don't even know it. You're a devil and don't even know it. Devils and don't even know it. I myself never was not. I myself never was not. I was not. Learn that he by whom all things were found. Who's the he? No. Learn that he by whom all things were formed, meaning himself, is incorruptible. Alright? Let me read this again. Hear this real closely. Hear this real closely. It says, I myself never was not. Learn that by he by whom all things were formed. Learn by he, by all things were formed. Meaning himself. Quote, incorruptible, unquote. I am eternity and non-eternity. I am before all things and the mighty ruler of the universe. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all things. That's the Son. Listen, I myself was not. I was never born. Nobody born me, says the Son. S-U-N. The S-U-N says, I've never been born. I haven't come out of a woman's womb or a womb. I just been boom. But he says this. Learn that he, who, Yah, by all things were formed. So the Son was formed by who? He. Meaning himself as incorruptible. Yah is incorruptible. You cannot put something personal on Yah and think you're going to get away with it. But the Son of Yah, S-U-N, not the S-O-N, the S-U-N, says, I am eternity and non-eternity. Means I'm not bound by eternity. I'm not bound by non-eternity. I'm not bound by either or. I am before all things because the sun shines light in the darkness of what? The universe. Remember, universe, one language, one frequency, one breath. Because you can't say a verse without what? Right? Breath. So now, the sun says, I am the beginning, light, and the middle of the zodiac. Of your 12 months, right? Who determines your 24 elders, which is what? 24 hours. And the end of all things, meaning if you take the sun out the middle of all things, everything goes completely black. That's talking about the Son of the Most High, who I stare at and get my information from. So that's real. I got it right here. I got it in my briefcase. Hold on, folks. I got it in my briefcase. Another photo up here for Facebook real quick. Trying to find a particular photo. Okay. I had to put this on here. It says Lucifer is the sun god of the morning sunrise to worship. He is described in the scriptures as the falling star, wormwood in Revelations. He is in Isaiah 14:12, the bright and morning star, sun. He is the light bringer in the dark places, Peter. Lucifer is also referred to as Apollo, the Greek Roman sun god, name given to Satan in Revelation 9:11. This is called The Age of the Gentiles and the White God Delusion. Timothy Huggy, page 291. Alright, we'll get back to some more sun worship. See, this is shit y'all don't get into. Well, they ain't got no scholarship. Hold on, let me see. Let me minimize this. Alright, that's not what I want. I needed a bigger picture. This is not gonna work. Let me see. Hold on, folks. Let me get this together. Let me see. This is not the one I want to show y'all. What's this? Alright, I'm gonna try this again. I hate this PC I got, man. This motherfucker takes 1,000 years to develop. So we're gonna go with, let me see. I wouldn't grab a whole bunch of information. We're gonna leave this picture here. We're going to leave that picture for Facebook. And they can go ahead and take shots on these facts. Facebook, I just wanted to give you a little taste of your alpha and omega. The letter I equals sun, the A in Greek is alpha, and the W in English would be omega. So it's synonymous to the letter O. Alright? Or the omega sign in Greek. But normally the Greek letter or the numeric system was a W for alpha, omega. So when you're reading these scriptures and you're reading your Bible talking about Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega, and I'm looking at the bull and the ram, and I have a zodiac sign here with the sun, with the earth in the middle, and the sun going around it, and when the sun is in Virgo, it's coming out of the waters or the abyss into the lion, where y'all claim to be Judah, the crab. See, this is where the 12 tribes of Israel who war against who? Yahlah. And so these 12 tribes or these 12 zodiacs is an abomination. Why? Because Israel worship what? Canaanite gods. What is a Canaanite god? A fucking bull, calf. Who do they worship? The ram. I.e., Omega is the ram at the end of the cycle. In Taurus, the bull is the beginning of the cycle. So, when the sun goes between the horns of the Taurus or the bull, as it's being fertilized throughout the rest of the next 4 seasons, because there's 5 seasons. Now, before it goes into the abyss or into the water, it leaves what? It's sacrifice of the lamb. It dies. The lamb or the ram is being sacrificed to the underworld. Omega. And so the ram is being slaughtered, or the lamb of the sun god. Not the Lamb of Yah, but the Lamb of the sun god. It goes down to who? The fisher of men. What did Jesus say? Pisces, be the fisher of men. What's up, Storm? Pisces, be the fisher of men. I got the photo. I'm looking at the photos right now, man. I got it in my briefcase right now. I've already got it. Matter of fact, if you go in my old photos, if you go into my old photos on my Facebook and Instagram, you'll see that I have a pyramid, a box, with alphabets going around it, with the four corners with the four beasts and man around it, and the sun up, bowing down to the top of the pyramid to give its information to all four corners of the earth. I've already had it. So today, April 26th, I believe, 2022, I'm sharing it with you now. So the sun told me this years ago. I wrote it down in my briefcase. If you don't believe me, here it go. If you don't believe me, here it go in the briefcase. Everything, all the secrets that everybody's looking for, I have it in my briefcase. What did the scripture say? That cornerstone everybody didn't want to pick up. They didn't want the cornerstone. Because the cornerstone, you put the cornerstone or something, or the capstone or something, it's finished. And they don't want it finished. So it's been their best interest to keep that briefcase closed. And keep trying to set me up, try to put me on crack, try to put me on heroin, alcohol, trying to send these hoes and fags and all the disease of this world they try to send to us. Gotta come better than that, player. So much that people mistake our stance and our firmness for the Most High and His Ten Commandments. Because we're firm on that. That when you go against that peace and that firmness that we're comfortable in, it's like this. Can you imagine you in your living room watching your favorite movie with your family and somebody just kick your motherfucking door in? What you gonna do, nigga? Niggas. You sitting there chilling with your family and somebody just go ahead and kick your shit in. Fuck that, we ain't even get that drastic. Somebody throw a ball through the window. The first thing you're gonna do is get up and say, who the fuck broke my shit? That's where I am with the Most High. Who the fuck is fucking with my relationship? Who's in my way? Why? Who? When? Where? When? How long? What's the reason? I need to know some shit before you light this fire on your ass. The spiritual fire and these spiritual weapons. And for some reason, people think that that double-edged sword is fake. For some reason, y'all think that them lightsabers and them orbs is fake. I earned those, and you can earn them too. That's the message in this part of the video. I earned those. And I went through fire. I went through sacrifice. I had to put some shit down. With things that when everybody was gone, I had to say, no, I'm staying. When I knew I was innocent, I said, fuck, I'm going to go ahead to jail. When I knew you was doing me wrong, when I knew you wanted to wish the death for me, when I knew you wished nothing but me, wished for me nothing but sickness, I still stayed firm and loved you anyway. That's how I got to where I'm at. I just loved you anyway. I just loved you anyway. And I'm talking about a particular person, actually two particular people, actually four. And they're all quote-unquote so-called black women. And their family members and friends who I thought was my kinfolks and family. And that is the sickness of black America. So the question is black African America a corporation? Is it a 503c, a religious movement, and a conglomerate? And the answer is yes. Chuck, that was a nice try, honey. That was a nice try. I have to ask you, who is God? Jesus is the Son. S-U-N. God is the truth and light. I smoke cigarettes. Newport's is the truth, and I'm about to get a light. I'm not disrespecting your philosophy, honey. What we're sharing with you is the words that you're using. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go, child. We're on the same page there. Thank you. All right. You had me a little nervous there. I almost got sidetracked. All right, good. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that, right? The creator of all things, right? Thank you. Now, this one funky. That's one funky. I can't wait till we get more situated and more stable with this video things. Every time we have comments like that, we send you some money. We ain't talking about paper money either. You know? We ain't talking about no paper money. Good looking. But we'll get to meat and potatoes of this. We'll grab some pom-pom juice and tea real quick. We'll juice up, get this together. Get your pens and paper right now. You get 5 minutes. This is going to be about the black African American setup. We're going to prove it was all a setup by this Alpha Zet and this Zodiac worship. We're going to prove it. We're going to prove it, and it's going to hurt. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt, family. It's going to hurt you, man. It's going to hurt your heart. And so, let me get to this, the main character of this. Here we go. Jesus equals rising sun. Lucifer equals son of the dawn. Horus in Egypt means rising sun. And Mithra in Roman Catholic Church means son of the dawn. So, black Christian, Jesus, rising sun. Luciferians, to the atheists, son of the dawn. Horus, to you Egyptian people, to the black Egypt followers. Horus is the rising sun. And to you Greco-Romans, whether you black pale skin, Mithra is the son of the dawn. So Jesus, Lucifer, Horus, Mithra are one and the same. Who's your God? Who's your God now? Who's your daddy now? Who is your God now? Who's your daddy now? And do you even talk to your daddy? AKA the S-U-N and not the S-O-N. And this is the funny part about the 501c black corporation, degradation and ignorance, is they say Jesus saves. The S-O-N saves. When is that nigga coming back? Because anybody with an S-O-N is dead and gone. So let's get to this, the meat of the story. Let me look at my drink real quick. Almost went into it. Alright? This is about black history and who sold you into slavery. Again, this is going to be fucked up. It's going to hurt you. It's going to be real. Call Farrakhan. Call Jesse. Call all your black Masons and Isons and all your Greek fraternities of the black people and ask them, why did you do this to us? This is the revolution. This is revolution, John Wayne. Janae and Sheeta. This is the revolution. Instagram, from paradise to a pair of dice. Be back in 3 minutes. Oh, it's cran pomegranate. That's some good shit, I'm gonna tell you. Get the pom-pom juice with the tea in it. Pom-pom juice with the tea in it. Oh my goodness. Woo! You talking about a natural high? I mean natural. Zing zing. Not that zing zing like ooh, that caffeine zing zing. It's that natural like yeah. A whole jug of this, your shit be on. We're going go for 2 weeks straight. Your manhood, your muscles, your teeth, your heart. Ooh, that pom-pom thing is magnificent, family. So Facebook, you got your Jesus on the screen, so I'm gonna let you hold on to that. But now though, we got our heaven and earth, heaven and hell on your screen. And tag Twitter and IG. To see these things, you're gonna have to copy. You'll just look at the video, not copy it, but it's free. Shit. Damn. I'm gonna drink up my raspberry tea. Ooh, cold. Ooh. All right. Let's get to this. Alright, let me get my screen share on the next my video thing here. Screen share. Boom. Share your screen. Alrighty. Alright, I'm sharing my screen. I'll get the fuck off, man. Alright. Do not buy a Chromebook. Don't do it. But then again, I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. If you're an idiot like me, get you a Chromebook. Because I can't work their motherfucking the PCs. It's like Windows is too, it's not too complicated. It's just Windows is not user friendly anymore. They used to be user friendly. Okay, we're gonna go to this. Start off with this. No, we ain't gonna start that. We gonna go from the future backwards. Okay, let me see. Here we go, here we go. Check this out. Dear Heavenly Father, please bless this video. We ask that you guide us and lead us according to your divine will. We ask that you would touch this, and may we have permission to speak your divine words and use your breath to enlighten our brothers and sisters, Father. We ask that you may be glorified, and we may break the spell of sun, moon, and star worship, Father. For you said, thou shalt not worship no gods but you. Heavenly Father, we ask that you would touch us in a mighty way. We ask that you would let your breath of life lift us up and renew our hearts and souls, that we may come together as one vine and one fig tree, and we may bear fruit and be rooted in your divine word and principles. By the power of the Holy Spirit I come, into the power before me and after me, we say Selah. Let's get it. We'll let the spirit go. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then I guess the spirit, ooh, shit, ain't with you. Ooh, shit. A little jump like this. Ooh, my goodness. I mean, this ain't that funny shit either. You know, that, all that, whatever that dance day shit, that's the bullshit, man. It don't work like that. You get a tremble, that's it. Even David said he trembled. There's prophets in there that said they got a tremble in them. They're like the whole existence is tremble. There's a frequency. So let's use this breath at this hour, East Coast time, 10:47, to bless the Most High and to bless ourselves and to bless all of creation and life. Because there is a source and a force who hates creation of life. Anything that has life in it, they hate it. Let me say this again. Understand this, brothers and sisters. You are in a world where the adversary, Satan, not a demon, not this or that, but people who hate Yah, breath of life. They hate the creator of life. They don't hate you. They hate the creator. They hate your creator. And once they destroy your creator, you're just a pawn. That's why you have the Masons. Let's get into this Mason fuckery in black history and African American culture and African American corporation and African American drum roll stock market. You want some money? You want some money, Chuck? Facebook, you want some money? And all I want is 15%. 10% for the Most High, 5% for me telling you this shit. So I guess I'm a 5%er. Anyway, that's the story itself, which you'll find out in a minute. So, this is why I'm telling you to invest in African America on Wall Street. Get you some Bitcoins in African America. Get you some NFTs in African America on the stock market. And you'll be a billionaire. Nah, I can't say that. Let's just say this. You'll be a rich motherfucker. Alright? If you find the name for White America Corporation and Black America Corporation, you'll be rich beyond your wildest dreams. 28 seconds remaining. Hey, John Westmoreland and y'all guys, come on back. All right, it's gonna go off in what, 15 seconds. I'm gonna put it back on. So come back. We're about to get into it. In fact, before I start it, I'm gonna wait for y'all to get in because everybody else is gonna keep running. So, IG, come on back, y'all. You need this, man. You go ahead and do this. Fix this up real quick. Fix this back. get these two people back up on here because their time right now. Instagram only letting you do an hour live, which is, that makes sense. Get your shit in and get out. So, well, they got that on there. Pinato, hold tight, family. Alright, where we at with this? Alright. We're still doing good. Because my P&P is still there. Alright? So we're doing good. So these guys get on real quick. Let me sidestep. I have a request from you brothers and sisters who might watch this video. And I'm being so honest. Y'all told me, well, everybody in my family got murdered. You go on back and take care of your mom and blah, 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 blah. And I told you, no, I don't want to go. And y'all said, well, man goes to take care of his family and da-da-da-da-da. And so when a man does that and still gets rejected, when he gave his heart, his money, his hustle, kind words, even when you beat him, spit on him, set him up, backbite him, try to destroy his character, he still came with his heart open and with gifts and kind words. And then now you decided that now you can't put these kind words, your little treasure troll, in your pocket or in your purse or on your around your neck. And when you found out that you couldn't put me in the box, now you want to put me in a sarcophagus called a jail cell. Now you want to try to put me out in the cold and the elements after you use me up and then backbite me and try to use old behaviors of when I was a child to justify the means of you still stuck in your childish ways. So my cry out to this, because people ask me, are you okay and are you alright? And fuck no, I'm not alright. Fuck no, I'm not okay. In this body. I mean, in this body, I'm cool. You know, my spirit, my soul, I'm cool. I don't need shit from nobody or nothing except for Yallah. I'm straight. My soul, my heart, my spirit is cool. You can't give me or take away from that. Are you my mother, father, sister, brother, friend, whoever the fuck you is, lover, wife, I don't care. You can't take that. You can't touch that. It's not for sale. I'm not trading in. I'm not giving that piece of my heart and soul over to you. I'm not doing that. My heart and soul belongs to the Most High Yah, and my footstep belongs to His 10 Commandments and His law, statutes, and precepts. That's what the fuck I do. That's what I'm going to keep on doing. I'm not going to... Shit. We're back. Our fault, Twitter. I'm not paying your bills. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it 1 thou wow. I'm going to keep it 1 thou wow. Recently, right? Before I get into this video, see if we got one person. Wait for the other 2 people that was here on Instagram to come out. Then we will get into this study while I make this video. But I had to share this. I'm not alright. I'm not cool. I'm pissed off. I'm tired of being fucking homeless for no reason with a pocket full of fucking money. Got the respect of everybody on the planet but my own fucking family. Got the respect of everybody on the planet but my own city, my own family, my own blood. Who for some reason is bent on trying to destroy me from some shit I did when I was 19, 20. Right? So I want to say to everybody outside of my family, blood, and friends in this city that I'm quote unquote supposed to be from, Pittsburgh. I want to tell all of you that are outside of my family in Pittsburgh that I sincerely love you, man. Because when I came to y'all city and I came to y'all cribs and stuff, man, y'all didn't ask me shit. They just said, can you provide? And I said, hell yeah. And I did my part. And when I left your city, and I left your kitchen table, and when I left your children, your wife, and da-da-da, they was happy, peace, and they grew. But I'm the only motherfucker physically not growing. But everybody around me is taking this information from me. It's fucking growing. I'm looking around me like, how's all you motherfuckers eating without me? When you had nothing on your fucking plate, literally. How the fuck all of a sudden you become God body, holy sanctified, da-da-da-da, and now you want to use the shit that I opened you up to attack me with the shit that I gave? Why would I give you something to make you stronger than me? You know what I mean, Chuck? Black Sean 21, Facebook. Why would I give a motherfucker information to destroy me? And that's what I've been saying since I came back to Pittsburgh in 2011. It's 2022. I'm still going through the same fucking fire. And every time I leave this city, somebody gets injured where I go. I was just talking to my friend last night. I left this bitch. 3 days later, man, I had to come back because some freaking nature caused her to have a stroke from an electric shock from a laptop. True story, man. So I'm back here again to this bullshit. So I want to share the situation right now real quick. The situation is, when I came to this place where I'm at right now, you had a house full of shit that you don't use. You had all these bills before I got here. Now you want me to pitch in on the bills that you already had. Fuck out of here. Mama, daddy, sister, wife, woman, I don't give a fuck who you is. If your bills were $1,700 before I came, anything over $1,700 I'm responsible for, i.e. light, food, water, whatever it is that I'm using. That's why I pay my shit first. Every first of the month. Bang, done. That's my part. If the rent or the bills is $1,700 altogether, I get here, they come 21, I'm paying the $400. If that includes food, no, I don't even need that because I don't even eat. People will tell you, I don't even eat for real, for real. I don't need to eat. I don't eat. I don't. I drink juice. I might get some peanuts. And my shit's pretzels. Juice, nuts, berries, fruits, and pretzels. And wheat. I don't eat fish on all that shit, meat, pork. I don't eat all that expensive ass shit. The shit I eat costs maybe a good $50 a month, if that. You ain't gotta wash no dishes. You ain't gotta buy no dishwashing liquid. You ain't gotta put the shit in the dishwasher. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. But they want me to pay their fucking expenses for their comforts in this planet. While I sit here and what? Fuck no. So my cry out today is, I come with 3 bands and my own money on the side, plus a plethora of hustles legal. Who got a room for rent? Or who wants unlimited amount of access to money and peace? I'm ready to roll ASAP. I'm ready to relocate ASAP. I'm not sitting around here taking care and being around people who have no respect for my presence, for our wisdom, and for the things that we bring to the table. And I said, and any of y'all too, ask anybody, Facebook, come to the hood, call them. Do that nigga pay his bills on time? Yes. When that nigga borrows some, do he pay you back and give you extra? Yes. Do you ever have to look for that nigga for your money? No. If you ever did a house job or a car job for you and do it wonderfully? Yes. I'm not tooting my own horn. This is the truth. When you're walking with the Most High and His divine spirit, and you're speaking life-giving words and not death to a nigger or nigga. How is it a motherfucker say, I'm God's child, when he strictly says, in your breath, your words breed life or death? Life or death. What are you using your breath for today? Mama, daddy, brother, sister, Islam, Christian, Buddhist, 5%er, Moore-sized temple, gangster, big dick, big this, little this, da-da-da. Oh, I forgot. Getting money is the words of life. That's what you're telling me? It is you telling the whole planet that, yeah, I'm going to get money, I'm going to kill this nigga, I'm going to go fuck this girl, I'm going to fuck this nigga, I'm going to put this nigga out and abuse them, da-da-da. All this abusive drama, that's the words of God. So we know who your God is. It's Jesus equals the rising, S-O-N. Not the rising, S-U-N, but the rising sun, the man. Look at me. I rose above you. You don't shine like me. See my bling bling? Lucifer, you Luciferians, son of the dawn. Did it dawn on you that I look like this? It ain't dawn on you? Look at my Louis Vuitton on this. And look at my mics. Don't you hear my music? I'm this and I'm that. Fuck you, devil. And we're going to show you your fathers is a devil too. Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, all them niggas in black history, devils. And you their children. And I'm going to prove it to you. Y'all Enoch Israel. Yapet, Mash Mouth, whatever the fuck that is. We prove to you the all black devils, sun worship, and God, Yahlah, hate you. The sun hates you too. Now, when did Dr. Martin Luther King get assassinated? April 4th, 1968. Y'all remember the pictures of Jesse and Martin? Hold on, let me get that up. 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 See if I can find these pictures real quick. Oh, hold on. Library. I made an archive for them. I made an archive strictly for that too. Where's it at? Hold up. Blacklist. Ah, found it. I think this is it. I think I found it. I know I put all the photos in one. Oh, nope. This is not it. Ah, got it. I got it. I'm reloaded. Here we go. Got it. Got it. I got it. Wait for it to clear out. Facebook, yeah, y'all can't see this yet, but the actual presentation is gonna push our wigs back. Shit. Oh, I'm gonna hate. I can't do this motherfucking Chromebook shit. Man, this Chromebook is lame as fuck. Hold on, folks. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We try to. All right. We need that right the fuck here. There you go. Alright. Let me put Martin on this side. Fine, okay. We're gonna leave it like this. I ain't gonna fuck with it. What the hell just happened? Oh my gosh. Now, what's happening right now, family, is a lot of y'all don't know these computers have a block mechanism on them now. I don't know if y'all know if any of y'all might notice any of these things. Oh, that's my screen fucked up. That ain't my. Oh, my screen. Alright, you know what? I actually got it through here. Alright, it ain't my thing. It's the screen. Alright, fuck the screen. Okay, we'll just get into it like this. We fix this. I'm gonna get down. Be out the screen for a minute. All right, where my thing at pad? All right, here we go. We'll read this. We're getting into it right now. Now check this out. I have a photo with Farrakhan, Desmond Tutu, and Jesse Jackson. I set it on Facebook already with the boy with the identity crisis. I have also a picture of Mandela with the multi-cross. I have Desmond Tutu and Mandela shaking hands with the multi-cross robe on. Do we have Mandela and Scottish Rite Mason down to the Rosicrucian Masons, down to the Black Masons. Africa. So when you see Mandela and Desmond Tutu, they represent the African Masons under the Scottish Rite. Okay? So they're under the Scottish English rule. This is their masters. That's their boss. Alright? There's another photo with this other black man with the Dutch flag in front of, they're standing in front of the Dutch flag with another European and another African with the Cross of Malta. The Cross of Malta is where you get the word hospital from. Look up the word hospitaller. Okay, family, look up the word hospitaller. Let me see if I can get this in here for him. Alright, let's go to Hospitaller. Go here. I'm not gonna fuck with Google Chrome. I'm already in there with them too much. Oh. Oh. That's weird. That's weird. All right. What is a hospitaller? Dictionary. Hospitaller, a member of a charitable religious order, originally the Knights Hospitaller. All right, Google it. Hospitaller. Hospitaller. All right. The Knights Hospitaller. What is it? It is a member of a charitable religious order. Originally the Knights Hospitaller. So, we have Desmond Tutu. And we have Mandela as a hospitaller, a religious order, originally the Knights Templar. Alright? They're the children of the Knights Templar. They're being led by the children of the Knights Templar. Why is it so important to get you a birth certificate? Where do you get a birth certificate from, family? Can anybody tell me, where do you get a birth certification from? To be certified. Who certifies that you're born in hell? The hospital. Let's get that. Let's get to the definition. Hospitallers are also spelled hospitallers, also called Order of Malta or Knights of Malta, formerly since 1961. Listen to this. Listen to the dates. Formerly 1961 Sovereign Military and Hospitaller Order of St. John of Jerusalem, of Rhodes and of Malta. Previously 1113, 1309 Hospitallers of St. John of Jerusalem, 1309, 1522, Order of the Knights of Rhodes, 1530, 1798, Sovereign and Military Order of the Knights of Malta. So they're sovereign. They're not bound by any government. They're sovereign. And for them to be a Mason or a religious order of what? Nimrod. Now we're trying to find the word hospital. Let's go to here. Find a new word. Is hospitaller and hospital the same? I know what. Fuck that. Something better. Is hospitaller the same as hospital? Shit. I said that wrong. Hold on.
According to Exceptional Emergency Center, their ownership may vary.
I don't
While
talk
a
now,
hospital
nigga.
is
I
part
can't. I
of
wish
a
I could shut
hospital
that
it's
up.
attached to, a freestanding OR can be owned by a hospital, a health system, or a private organization. In a freestanding ER, the doctors, nurses, and other personnel tend to be private employees. A freestanding ER has more walk-in patients.
Is hospitaler, let me make sure I get that spelled right. Oh, here we go, right here. Pit colors. Is hospitalers, what we do is hospitalers connected to hospital. Let's find out. Ah, I was right. There you go. Now, let's get to the video. Thank you, Father. It's called reading and comprehension. What's up, so loyal? From paradise to paradise. Literally, right now. And you, me, we get to stop this shit. And the only way we stop this shit is we stop signing these contracts under black and African American. They go broke. What's the connection between Knights, Hospitallers, and whatever? October 16, 27, the Knights Hospitaller was founded as a hospital that tended to sick Christians, pilgrims who were visiting the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Hold up. Facts. The history of this shit. I'll read this to you. The Knights Templar were originally associated with hospital, only becoming a military. Hold on. No. Check this out. Listen to this shit, man. Let me bring my screen up. The Knights Hospitaller were originally associated with the hospital. So if the Greco-Romans is in Jerusalem and they created a hospital for sick Christians, not Hebrews, so you naturally would say, hold up, they're bringing all the poisoned Hebrews, the Afro-Asiatics, into an asylum called a hospital. And this is where they do their magic potions and sorcery when they take the baby from its mother. And they give it to who? The hypocrite, the doctor. Because that's what the doctors take, a hypocritical oath. And in order for the hospital or the hospitalers to get free money and donations and your sympathy, they must have a what? A 5013C. So the religion, hospital, birth certificate, social security card, marketing, business, corporation, aka black man, black woman, white woman, in white America and in black America, called the chessboard. Black America, white America are the chessboard. You are the monetary system for the whole game. And the hospitaller, who is the pope, the bishops, the kings, the queens, the other little pawns like Farrakhan and Jackson Juice. You see this picture now? No more free, Randy and Rhonda. He's gonna have to start paying me for this shit. We're about to free 1 million people today from their psychological prison. I, E-Y-E, am Jose Omar. Salvation speaks. That's what my name means. That's what I do. I speak salvation to the people. That's my job. And I love it. And I'm already paid much, much more handsome than anybody can get me. So, 1968, Martin Luther King gets murdered. He tells Harry Belafonte that he fucked up. Because everybody that he believed in, Farrakhan, Desmond Tutu and all them, Elijah Muhammad, and him and Malcolm X was cool. Malcolm and Martin Luther King were buddies, man. They was on the same fight. And they got murdered. Here's the proof and who murdered them. Here's the proof and who murdered Dr. King and Malcolm X and why. You never get this from nowhere else but here. Never get this from nowhere else but here. And I hope my shit didn't stop. I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Oh, my shit stopped. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. My shit stopped for no reason. Hold on, folks. I gotta put this feed back up here again. Oh my gosh. What's going on here, man? Alright, screen apps. Alright. Yeah, shoot this again. Part 2. This is part 2. I don't know why the first one stopped on Panato, but we're just not getting into it anyway. So, y'all got it. Facebook got it. That's why I got so many places recording shit. Because the phones, when I go into my computer stuff, the computer already knows what I'm doing. I just share with y'all something that is true. Alright? I gotta keep an eye on this. Hold on, folks. I gotta keep an eye on this. Matter of fact, hold on, we gotta fix something real quick. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Let me see if I can change it. Hey y'all, they fuck with my shit, raw, and they won't let me get into depth with this. They keep fuck with my shit. My whole screen just went somewhere else. Matter of fact, the shit just went off. They just knocked off my shit. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Oh no, they just knocked my whole system out of my Chromebook. Wow. It is knocked my shit out. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna show you the photo. Alright? What I'm talking about. I want y'all to just look at this real closely. Get this picture in y'all here as I'm sharing this. Alright? You see Farrakhan, Desmond Tutu, the Knights Templar, Desmond Tutu, Mandela. Mandela, Mason, Knights Templar. Alright? We got that. So I just want to let y'all so you can see what, what's happening. I'm going to flip this back around because this shit's fucked up. I'm going to let y'all see what we're talking about with the camera. Farrakhan and Jesse with Desmond Tutu. The Cross of Malta. Desmond Tutu, no? Cross of Malta. Cross of Malta. So that's your hospital. So every time the black woman and the black man go to the hospital, you're selling your children to a religious cult. What they say? The nice hospitals were originally associated with what? Hospitals of St. John. You know who the fuck is St. John? What pale skin is that? What Greco-Roman or Black Greek is St. John? Especially if the New Testament has been doctored. 1 John 3:16. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So when did the Word become a son? S-O-N or S-U-N. And whenever a word actually became flesh. A word can never become flesh. The word can say to come up with something and build flesh. But it needs a physical thing to do first. First it has to physically do it, right? As you're thinking you're doing it. Then the word come out your mouth. This is a box. The box was made before the word came out. So who's first? The box or the word? The box. So think outside the box. So now they're letting me get into my archives, y'all. But you know what? Fuck them. We don't need it. I showed it to you. The premise of what I'm doing. Alright? So, what did Martin Luther, we get this out. That's what happened. We're going to put this here. Well, I'm going to put that there. What's the next one? We're going to put this here. Now, I'm going to read to you is some funny things here. Listen to these dates, family. Listen to these dates. Real, real, real clearly. We know 666, right? Is the mark of the sun worship. Their religion. What did it say? The Knights Hospitallers were originally associated with the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem, or Heru, the sun god, or the sun, or the city of the sun city, Jerusalem. Only becoming a military. Hear that? This is a military order. After Jerusalem's conquest, and is a direct borrowing of the Middle French Hospitaller. Effectively, basically, hospital people, as in John Hospice, John Hopkins, hospitality. See, a lot of you folks use words come out your mouth and don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm not saying you better or good, but better learn how to read something. Hospitality is from the Old French hospitalite, meaning roughly the same as it currently does. Hospital is interesting. In the Latin you get hospital to mean a guest house. For why? See below. And then became hostile or shelter. Listen to this again. Listen to when I read this again. Where you take your children to have a baby, and you get a footprint and a new name called Black African American. Hospitality is from the Old French hospitalite, meaning roughly the same as the current does. Hospital is interesting. UPMC Hospital, Kaiser Hospital. Check it out. Hospital is interesting. Let me see. In late Latin, you get hospital to mean guest house. For why? See below. And then it became hostile or shelter. A guest house or a guest shelter. So you are a guest to this religion, to these Mota, to Mandela and Desmond Tutu. And Farrakhan and Jesse sent you straight to them as a guest, or they went to them as a guest or a in, and or instead of hostile, Hostil, I believe, to hostel, Hostel, meaning in or shelter. So they gave the Black African American shelter in this hospital. And this military called the Hospitallers, who is of the Catholic Church, Greco Catholic Church, has your inheritance. Because Farrakhan and Jesse said they don't want to share it with you. How we know? Because Muammar Gaddafi sent 5 million, and then the Nation of Islam going to say, well, the federal government said no. You're right. Nigga, you don't let the federal government tell you can't get 5 million? Nigga, you have found some way to get that 5 million. That's how we know your Illa is stupid. Somebody say, man, we're going to get you 5 million. Matter of fact, don't send shit. I'm on my way to come get it. And turn that bitch into bitcoins and cash out. There was bitcoins back then, y'all, believe it or not, more or less. I just lost focus. I'm going to read this because it's not on my screen anymore. I don't know what happened to my screen. They fucked the screen up. But hear this, fam. Man, it was cold in a bitch. It was just 1,000 degrees yesterday. Now it's cold. We're gonna starve, y'all. Hold on. That's at the end of the video. Alright, where we at? It's still running? This damn thing's still running. Yeah, it's still running. Then again, I don't know. Yeah, it's still running. Alright. Alright, now. Martin Luther King gets murdered 1968. Alright? When Martin Luther King tells Henry Belafonte and the rest of the movement that he got tricked, he said, "I'm sorry, but I've led the black man and black woman into a burning house." What you think he said when he said that to Harry Belafonte? What he said was, "I got lied to." What he said was, "I got lied to. They played me. This whole Christian movement about black liberation and all that was fake. Nobody of the Alpha Zet and any of the black Masons had any intentions on unifying the black man and the black woman and the black family. Had no intentions." And he said, "I've led my people into a burning house because I want all the little black boys and the black girls to get along and sing King by because I've been to the mountaintop." Because they knocked his ass off that mountaintop in 1968. And Jesse Jackson slipped right into that slot. Jesse Jackson slipped right into that slot, and I have the video where they gave him the Alpha Mega Psi Man of the Year Achievement Award. This fraternity. But you have to take an oath. Not the oath to the so-called black people, but the oath to a Greek fraternity. Alpha Omega Psi Phi. So that's who killed Martin Luther King, was Jesse Jackson. Jesse Lewis Jackson. Let me say this again. Jesse Lewis Jackson. Next brother that's got murdered. And this guy got 2 bodies up under his belt for real. I'll let y'all know Farrakhan ain't no joke. He'll get you bodied. His demons and devils can get you bodied. Farrakhan's people get you bodied. So let's go to Malcolm. Let's go see who killed Malcolm and why. Now, if you get the video when I forgot what's her name, Sister Shabazz, Malcolm's daughter, on an interview of 60 Minutes, Farrakhan said, "I may could have stopped it. And yes, I may could have said something, but I didn't. But he was talking about my God, Elijah Muhammad." Because you see, Elijah Muhammad was what? God in the flesh. And when Malcolm talked about his idol, his God on earth, his Jesus, his Lucifer who dawned on him with new information, his Mithra who dawned on him with new information, made him God. This is how Malcolm get murdered. 1965, Malcolm gets assassinated. Why? What did Malcolm do that made them upset? It wasn't about talking about some who that nigga fucking. It had nothing to do with Elijah Muhammad having sex. It had everything to do with the word Afro-Asiatic, Afro-American, and that when Malcolm came back from Arabia, he found out there was Afro-Asiatics and that African Americans, and that went against the Nation of Islam. How we know? Because the Nation of Islam had Jim Jones. We have photos of Jim Jones, not the rapper of Jim Jones, but the sicko Jim Jones, who was a sicko just like the rapper Jim Jones. They're all sick, taking names after murderers and killers. Like, that's cool. But nonetheless, Jim Jones gets his NOI hat. His hands is raised up. We got Farrakhan's hands with him too. He takes 200 and plus Islamists, black and white, and feed them Kool-Aid. That was a massive sacrifice for the Nation of Islam. Then Farrakhan allows L. Ron Hubbard, another Luciferian, another pagan, another godless man, and he says, if Allah says that we can introduce other stuff in here to make money, then let Allah's will be done. Is he saying Illah or Allah? Because Illah is a moon and or sun god. Like El, to you Moorish Science Temple, El is the sun god. But that's a different story. We ain't on your case yet, but we getting there. Noble Drew Ali was a Mason. Now, Louis Jackson, Louis Farrakhan are in the exact same fraternity. Check this out. Martin Luther King gets murdered in 1968. Malcolm X gets murdered in 1965. That's 3 years apart, right? Check this shit out. I'm gonna put that 65 right there for Malcolm. Slide this over. 65 for Malcolm. We're gonna put this over here for Mr. King. All right. Check this out. Now, I'm going to read something to y'all about how they got you hooked into Kwanzaa. All of you thought that Kwanzaa was a African ancient holiday. What nigga come from Africa and played you? I'm gonna tell you my information, where I got my information from Karenga. I have a brother named Musa. He's the town mayor, or the town crier, we would say. All right, in this neighborhood we call Homewood. Call him Musa. He has Karenga's speeches, some of his works. He even conversated with Karenga. He's been with him before. All right, but this is what he didn't know. I gotta sit up. I gotta sit up. I gotta sit up for this one. I got to sit up for this one, y'all. We got to sit up for this one. Let me make sure my YouTube, Facebook is still working. We still on? Yeah, we on. We on 2 hours. All right, we good. 2 hours. Yeah, we good. Check out what Karenga do to the black man and the black woman. No. Check out what Karenga do. Check out what Africa do to the Afro-Asiatic so-called black man. Check out what Mandela, Desmond Tutu, Farrakhan, and Jesse and Karenga, how they smashed you into a 5013C hospital donation, free money, church, religion, hustle. You're being milked dry, my Afro-Asiatic brothers and sisters. You're being milked dry. And there's no end to it unless you exodus with us. I told y'all years ago, when I came back to Pittsburgh, there's going to be a great exodus coming. This is it now. This video right here is the exodus. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. You get busy living or get busy dying. A wise man told me. Let me tell you about Kwanzaa. Yes. It's at www.verifythis.com. Listen to this, family. Wait for it to come up. Kwanzaa is a holiday that celebrates family, community, and culture. It was created in 1966, a year after the Watts riots in Los Angeles. Now, 1966. I'm going to go into my other... Fuck! Got too much shit going on here. Get wired over the street. Hold on. Damn. Come back, Instagram. I ain't done. Come back. Make sure you come back. Come back and put it right back up. Right back up. Alright. We back up. Now, Kwanzaa. Let me show you what Kwanzaa is. How much is Kwanzaa versus the American dollar? Okay. The code for American dollars USDA. The code for Angola Kwanzaa is Alpha Omega Alpha, AOA. If we was using the Greek form. So Kwanzaa is fucking money. Kwanzaa is a holiday. Kwanzaa is a money day that celebrates the family wealth, the community wealth, and the cultural wealth of the Afro-Asiatic so-called black man and black woman. That's fucked up. In 1966, the year after they killed Malcolm, this is why they killed Malcolm. Let me get to it. Put that there. There's another date. 1966. Alright? So it's a year after Malcolm's death and 2 years before they murder Brother Martin. Right? Check this out. When did Jesse Jackson create Black America? When did Jesse Jackson create Black America? Let's get this out. So, 1988. Check this out. 1988, Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson, along with Louis Farrakhan, convinced America black population to adopt the term African American. And it's stuck for 24 years. So that means that's 44 years ago. You had 44 years, which is what? 8. Of calling yourselves Black African Americans because Louis Jackson from the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, who took an oath, and the Hippocratic oath is what? Dr. Jesse, hypocrite, took an oath to the global society to mislead you from being an Afro-Asiatic so-called black man and black woman to an African American. And then gave you Kwanzaa in 1966 after you had murdered Malcolm. You murder Malcolm, you give us Kwanzaa for Africa, because Malcolm is in Africa at this time. And 65, 64, 63, 2, 1, and 60, Malcolm is in Africa already. He's toured Africa. He's seen what's going on and said, these are not African Americans. These are Afro-Asiatics. the Kwanzaa plan was already in effect. With Karinga, Desmond Tutu, and Mandela. It's not ironic that Mandela affected the rabbit in his ear. It's not ironic that they said that Jesus went to the Hindus. But we have the Hindu Shiva for the sun god, which I showed you in the video, first part of the video. I got more photos. I'm going to flood the internet and all y'all pages with this shit. I'm going to bombard you motherfuckers so much, you're going to either cut me off or read that shit. Be prepared. Instagram, be prepared. Facebook, be prepared. We're going to flood your whole fucking pages with this shit. We're going to flood you with it. Let's get back to the next one. Alright? So, 1988, 20 years after you killed Malcolm, after you killed Martin. And 23 years, I believe. So, it took them 20 years to convince you that you was black and African American after they killed Martin Luther King, when he's telling Harry Belafonte that when he started preaching African American, it wasn't a good idea. So they killed him. So, 1988. Alright. Let's pull this one down. We'll put that date. Oh, here we go. We got 1966. We got 1968. Alright. And I told y'all, get your pen and paper and write this down. Now check this out. What's the birth of black history now? See, you have to build, you have to create a history for these people, for them to follow, and you have to give them a God. You have to give them a God. So let's find out about who created black history. Now check this out. February was chosen for primary because the second week of the month coincides with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. What do A, Ra, and Ham, or Ram, have to do with Lynn Cole and Fred Rick or Douglass? What do they have in common? It says that W.D. Du Bois, an important civil rights leader, co-founder, and was born 1800s. So, your black history don't start until 1800s. So they had from 1800s, they had 100 plus years. Let's see, 1800 what? Let's get it. Let's get the mathematics. (1818). So they had 100 years. Now, if you live to be 80 years old, you've watched your plan come to fruition. Anybody that's 70, between 70 and 100, who is so-called black, watch this go down. between 70 years old and 80, they all watched this go down. They were all part of it. They're all guilty. That's why they have no right to speak anymore. They had their turn, and they sold us out. I gotta stand up again. Black History Month don't. Black History starts 1818. But if you knew that you was an Afro-Asiatic, you would have known that you are the original man of the whole planet. Not Earth. The whole planet. Earth. Your mind would be something different. But because you only got 200 years of knowledge, you have no right to speak. Black man, a black woman of any age today, you don't know shit. Literally. All you got is a Bible, a Eucharist, a cross, a ankh, some tattoos, a few pages and some paintings, and that's it. Now you know every motherfucking thing. And still call yourself black, and we're going to pray to Black History Month. That's fucking impressive, man. It's impressive. It's very, 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 very impressive. Very impressive. And people come on, I'm crazy. I'm crazy if I let you talk to me like I ain't shit, like I'm stupid. Knowing that you don't know shit. Literally. Knowing that when your brain falls apart, you go shopping. When you start to realize some shit, you go get high or something. When your ego is torn down and you find out that you really don't know shit, you get violent. And then you'll call the goon squad, the military of this shit, the hospitaler, and say, white daddy and black daddy, he's talking about me. He's saying that our house is raggedy and my shoes is not the latest shoes. Can you beat them up for me? Niggas. Niggas. Hey, Ted, we ain't talking about the color of the skin. Y'all know this already. Ali. Whatever. You know we're not talking about no skin color. We're talking about the nigga mind. The sun Niger. Niger. I'm going to shoot you the photos. So now, let's get back down to this. So, your Black History Month starts in 1818 by a fuck nigga by the name of W.D. Du Bois and some other niggas. That's a fraternity who sold you out to the pale skin. We got that. Google it. Alright, so take that out. Now, what's this? We're going back up. We got 3 more to go. Check this out. The history of Karenga. This is the shit here. Check this out. Wikipedia. Karenga is an American professor. He's not even from Africa. He's in college. He's a professor of African studies. No, not African, Africana studies. Now, mind you, Black history don't start till 1818. Black Africa history don't start till 1818. Now it becomes a history. He's creator of the Pan-African and the African holiday of Kwanzaa. Look at that. You know what? Fuck that. What is the etymology of pan? West Germanic, English, Latin, Dutch, Pan, German, Latin. It's not even a fucking African word. Pan is not even an African word. It's not an Arabic word. It's not an Aramaic word. It's Eurocentric. Some lady got on the thing and said, I don't like my information being solely Eurocentric. Well, guess what? The whole black history is Eurocentric. Everything black culture is based off Eurocentrism, aka white supremacy. So, everything involving all members of a group. So, all you black ignorant people in America, we're going to put you into a Pan-Africanism. We're going to group you into an African-Americanism. Karenga did that with his fake Kwanzaa holiday. He grouped you all into Kwanzaa and literally took your USDA money back to Angola and got big. Example. I went to I went to California. Alright. I had over $500 million in foreign currency. It's foreign though, nigga. But now I was I'm in the United States. The regime wasn't there no more to do, so they went to go 3 million. Another regime wasn't there, collapsed, to go 2 million. By the time I found a society that was still got this money, I think I was down to $5. Because the 100,000 didn't add up to $20 in American money. But if I took that money over to that country, that $5 million to that country, how do you think I'd be sitting in that country? So Karanga and them took your money and built them a little city, a community in Swahili, Angola, off of your money, off of your money, off of your money, Afro-Asiatic so-called black man and woman who is now the biggest donkey on the planet. You got the donkey. I'm the first one to tell you. All of you who call yourself African American got the donkey. You're the fucking donkey, nigga. So you can take off all that bling bling and take that booty out and all that pretty shit they call you sexy and black African American. It's a fantasy that you bought hook, line, and sinker. And you can even touch your children that exact same motherfucking fantasy. You touch your same children that fantasy, man. Because now your children's walking around with unks on their bodies, unk tattoos, crescent moons and stars and sunshines and this tattoo, this. Now they got this attitude like I'm the shit, like da-da-da, not knowing that you got played from day one. And the date is 1818, means 999. What's 999? Another 18. What's 1 and 8? Another 9. They took your 6 and turned it up to their own perfection. You do the mathematics. In 1818, which is 999, which is 99, there's no higher number than that. You can't even go to 100. You can't even keep it 100. You only get 999, 1818. You take the 18 and the 18, 99, 99. 9 plus 9 is what? They put you right in the box. Nice and snugly. They took your 6 neutrons, your 6 electrons, and your 6 protons, flipped that bitch up to a 9 somewhere else. They took your embodiment, your atomic energy, and put it in a box of a false perfection. Because now you think being a black and African American is a perfect man or a perfect woman. You're thinking that black African American is a perfect Hebrew. You're thinking that black African American is a perfect Israelite or a perfect Muslim or a perfect Christian or a perfect this and that, when you are a perfect failure. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody want to tell you? We're scared of getting killed or da-da-da. Fuck them cowards. They cowards. I'm telling you from the heart. What I know, what I see, what I get my fucking briefcase, what I wrote down. My research. Not this TV, not Google. My research. When I lined up with the Most High Yah and seeing the 4 corners of the heavens and the earth. That's why you got a circle within a circle and a square within a square. Time to go. You ready to go home? And go home. We're leaving Black America. We're leaving Black African America. You ready to go home? Let's go. We are the new breed. We are the new blood. That's you. That's you. That's you on Facebook and Twitter who's listening to this. And who ain't scared to do it? Who's not scared to go to your next black leader or that next black nigga or whatever we're talking that bullshit and ask them, tell us about this shit here. Come clean on this. Or die. Because they're killing you. It's not the pale skin that got us in prison. It's Jesse and Farrakhan them. The Black Boule. They're putting you in prison to keep your money. That's why you ain't got the money. When you signed to African American, you gave Desmond Tutu, Mandela, Farrakhan, and Jesse the money to rule over you. And that's why the LGBT went right past you. They went right past you. Choo. Like, damn. How Sweet Pea and Sweet Tooth get past us? How the Bull Dagger get past us? That's how. Let's get it. Go. He studies at Los Angeles College, right? He joins the Congress of Racial Equality. Alright? African first fruit traditions. Korea creates Kwanzaa. Yours is first fruit. Yours is first hustle. You was his first way to pay his dues. You paid Karinga's dues when you started celebrating Kwanzaa. And if of all times, at the same time of White Christmas, you got White Christmas, Black Christmas, now you got White Kwanzaa and Black Kwanzaa, and they're getting money that whole month. And they all took that money straight to the hospitaler, or the hospital, to the army, to the military of the Maltese kingdom. That's where the devil live at, in Malta. Calling shots through Rome. Who told you? Alright? Now check this out, what happens. Check out this history. Karenga and Hakim Jamil co-founded the Black Nationalist group, US organization, which became involved in the violent clashes with the Black Panthers. Why would Karenga and Hakim Jamal argue with the Black Panthers? Why? My name comes from the Black Panthers, literally. Not meaning like the root of my name don't come from Black Panthers, but it was a Black Panther family, people who was definitely in that, they was about that self-awareness, how I got my name Omar. Why would they argue with the Black Panthers knowing that they was about the people, feeding the people, getting programs in, and it working? Why would he come from California, Maryland, with this Greco-Roman, this Greek shit, and create Kwanzaa? You see that? You just see that picture. You get the Black Panthers with the guns protecting the hood, like they should, like we should. And you get this nigga coming from, I don't know where the fuck, talking about he gonna go against that. Who sent you, Kwanzaa? Who sent you, Karenga? And what's his name? Hakim Jamal, the cousin of Malcolm. Hakim Jamal is the cousin of Malcolm. So who gave Malcolm's information to the Nation of Islam? Who gave Malcolm's information to Karenga? Because Malcolm and the Black Panthers was cool. So who's in the way of Kwanzaa? Who's in the way of the Black African American agenda? Who's in the way? Malcolm. That's right. That's right. Malcolm's in the way. 1968. Look what happens after Malcolm gets murdered. Or before he gets murdered. Look at this bullshit. And they're all tied in between 63 and 70. Where it all goes down. Where it all goes down. Check this out. Check this shit out. Listen to this. I'm sorry y'all on TED y'all can't see it, but maybe I can try to flip this around for you. I wanted to show you, but the picture's so fuzzy. You know what I mean? Here's the picture I want to show y'all. Right there. It's matter of fact, I guess it's froze on my screen for a reason. See? The setup. That's the setup. Malta. That's the Malta cross right there. That's the Malta cross. Y'all see him? You see that too? So you see the connection. Do you see the nigga and his slave master? And you see the end result. Identity crisis. Now why isn't these three or those two up there with them? Because they haven't made the cut yet. What's up, Nikisha? They haven't made the cut. They're not allowed there. That's what made Farrakhan angry. That's what made Farrakhan and them a little bit angry. Where the white Jew is this, and the black devil is this and this and that. Not the black, but the white man is this. When he found out that he couldn't go up there to the military of Malta, he was pissed. When Jesse found out that he couldn't get no higher than the Omega Psi, they were pissed. They said, I did all this, and I'm stuck here with these niggas? I can't come up there with Desmond Tutu? I can't come up there with Mandela? Oh, no, we got to find a name for our own self. And boom. Jesse and Farrakhan became the new leaders of the new school. How we know? Let's get it. Now, Karinga and Hakim co-founded the black nationalist group called the US Organization. Notice US. That right there says a whole mouthful in itself. It says, which became involved in a violent clash with the Black Panther Party in 1969. Now, when they clashed with the Black Panthers, they clashed with Martin and, well, let me take this Jesse Jackson book out. Hold on, let me get this. Okay, Jesse. Oh, my shit's sticky, man. This is fucked up. $1988. Alright. Jesse convinced Americans to call themselves African Americans. Alright. 1988. Now, let's get this out of here. Let's go back up here to Karinga. What did he do around this time? Karinga (1969). That is the year after Martin Luther King gets murdered. They're going after Malcolm now. They're going off of Brother Malcolm now. They killed Martin in 1968. Karinga and the U.S. organization gets in a clash in 1969. So they come to clean house. Karinga and the Kwanzaa clan came to clean house. They came to destroy the Afro-Asiatic so-called black man and woman and changed you into what they wanted you to be, African American, because in 1971 he convinced the felony assault. He was convicted for assault in 71. Now, he's convicted of felony assault, torture, and false imprisonment. He denies these claims, but however, he gets two doctorates, political science and social ethics, at California State. But he only get that because of W.D. Du Bois. Okay, here we go. Now, the Watch riots broke out when Karunga was a year into his doctoral studies. Alright? The Black Congress BC was formed as a community rebuilding organization in the aftermath. Within the BC, i.e. Black Congress, a discussion group centered on black nationalist ideas. So they're having a conversation on whether to keep you Afro-American, Afro-Asiatic, or African-American. Remember, he went to college for ethics and political science. So the white man taught him how to fuck you over. Karenga, Kwanzaa. They did a wonderful job. They made Kwanzaa like they made Christmas. They made Kwanzaa like they made Christmas. Who would have known that? Hold up. Back this up without fucking it up again. Alright. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Who made Kwanzaa? And African American. Check this out. This is where Malcolm X gets tied into the murder with Farrakhan and Karenga or Hakim. This is out. Within the BC, a discussion group entered a black nationalist idea called the Circle of Seven. The Circle Seven. Fraternity, Mason, Ison, demonic entity who went to war against the Black Panthers. Why? In fact, I did a video some years ago when the Super Bowl of the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl, and they showed Loki taking the bow off his neck and feeding it to the Black Panther. That's what's happening now. They prophesied that. Check it out. I got a video of it. They took the bow tie it was a video. I did a video. They got a segment where this guy takes the bow tie off and feeds it to a Black Panther. I have the video. I made that video some years ago. I'm gonna have to look for it. Let me see if I can find it and shoot it back at you. I got that video. I did that video already. And now it's manifesting today. It's manifesting today. What's up, sis? It's manifesting today. That we can prove that the Nation of Islam killed Malcolm X, and the Baptist Church killed Martin Luther King so they could usher in African American 501(c) corporation. And Kwanzaa will be your holiday, and Barack Obama will be your new God. The gay God and Newsweek with the rainbow halo. I'm only saying that, folks, because it's documented. Alright, we're just saying that because it's documented. Alright, Robot Ted, when it's saying anything against anybody, when it's saying any hate speech, when it's saying that anything against or just about anybody. We're telling you what's in Newsweek. It's written, gay first president. I'm not calling the man or anybody out their name. I'm not doing any hate speech. Okay, robots, Facebook robots, communities, whatever the fuck y'all keep like, this is some bullshit, man. But the message will get out whether you cut this shit off or not. So, I'm just keeping it one thou out with y'all, one funky. I don't hate or ain't mad at nobody. But check this out. The black nationalist idea is called the Circle of Seven, was formed, which included Hakim Jamal, a cousin of Malcolm X. and Karenga. He was the motherfucking snoop. Hakim Jamal was the go-between guy of Malcolm X's program and Karenga's Kwanzaa African American agenda. What? Let's find out. What the hell? What fraternity was he in? Let me go back. Okay? So what he did, he was a cousin of Malcolm X and Karenga. The group published Us magazine, Us Black People, in 1966. The year after they killed Malcolm. Malcolm is murdered in 1965. Jamal and Karenga comes up with Black Power, Pan-Africanism, and the US organization. And he even cited Malcolm X's Afro-American Unity Program. Right here. Now here it is. Here it is. Okay. So, Pan-African means all, right? All of you are in this box. We'll read this again. The Organization of American... Look, check this out. This is what it's called. This is Malcolm X's program. Not the Nation of Islam. Not Farrakhan. Not Jesse. Not Martin. Nobody's. This is Malcolm X's shit. The Afro-American unity. Not African American unity. It's the OAAU. Organization of Afro. The Natural American. Now, Martin Luther King comes in with this because he tells you that the so-called black man is a natural man to the Americas. They're on the same page now. These two together, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, under the Afro-American Unity Project, all this shit don't happen. It goes away. Just from this one word, Afro. They changed Afri can to Afro can. Just those three words, three letters. They changed it from Afro to Afri can American. Can the natural live in America? Yes. Can the Afri live in America? Yes, but not naturally. You get the language? So, what got Malcolm murdered? It was this Afro-American program. Who says Afro or Afro-Asiatic since Malcolm died in 1965 when they come up with this other shit in 1966? And then had the audacity to use Malcolm's Afro program and incorporate it to an African American program. This is how they slithered into the shit. What's up, Nick? Let me give y'all some shout outs. For some reason my phone fucking up. It might go out. I hope not. Okay, here we go. See if I can get some shout outs. Alright. Let's move it up. They fuck with my phone now, folks. They're just Chuck. It will not let me go up. This is fucked up. They're fucking with my phone now, y'all. Alright, so if it go out, tag did that. Instagram would go out, tag, it went out. Alright? Because what I'm saying is it's going to fuck up the whole economy system. What I'm saying is going to fuck up the global income. Really. It's fucking everything up right now. So now, Malcolm gets murdered in 1965. Alright? Dr. King gets murdered in 1968. Why? Because in 1966, in between the two, hold on. It says, shit. Damn. Alright, move back up. Now remember, Malcolm gets murdered in 66. Alright, what's up? What's up, Nine? Happy hustle. Right, sir, motherfuckers? Look, it gets worse, man. It gets worse. Now, they murder, Farrakhan and them murdered Malcolm in 66. But Hakim Jamal is a cousin to Malcolm and Karenga. Jamal goes to Malcolm under false pretenses, gives the program to Karenga. Karenga has him murdered with Farrakhan, and then takes up his Afro program and changes it to African American program. I have the video, I have the information on, I'll be posting the information in the slots where you have to put this thing together yourselves and watch what happens to your brain and your heart. You're going to be sad as hell. You're like, I'm not mad at the pale skin. It's you niggas. You're using the pale skin to deflect your nigga shit. The pale skin ain't did shit wrong for real family. I'm not trying to say they good or bad. I'm just saying, for the bigger picture, they're not guilty of this. They're not guilty of this. So I want to say to all the pale skinned Europeans, happy hustle, good day. Thank you for putting this internet out here and all this stuff out here to expose the real devils. Because they were going to start an unnecessary war. People was about to unnecessarily die. There is a bunch of black men somewhere. And there's a bunch of white men somewhere about to go kill each other for nothing. For nothing. So I say to all white supremacists and to all black supremacists, please put your gun down and let's have a seat at the table and let's go through this information first. And if we can find that common enemy, let's kill their asses. And then you can go home, we can go home, and we can rebuild our cities and still go back to trading and bartering. You worship your God, we worship our God, and we just don't cross that boundary line. Because everything has a boundary. Light has a boundary to darkness, and darkness has a boundary to light. On, got a boundary to go. Off. Fast got a boundary to slow. Fat got a boundary to skinny. And love got a boundary to hate. So let's not cross that boundary. Line. Upon line and precept. So, in 1966, after the death of Malcolm, Karinga decides, after he had made war on the Black Panthers, who fucks with Malcolm, who supports Malcolm. Get this picture. Karinga, Circle 7, Morristown's Temple, Prophet Noble Drew Ali and all these other prophets and master teachers, Nuwapians and da-da-da. Yeah, you're all part of the same song too. Do I hate you? No. Am I mad at you? No. I'm talking about a story. A history. A history. And it ain't got nothing to do with the Pelsky. At least not at this point. So now, 1966, after Malcolm is dead, not even a good 2 years, they didn't even wait a good 2-3 years before they started using his shit to build their new African American. They took all of Malcolm's speeches, Martin's speeches, and rewrote them and put them in Qurans, Al-Quran, Circle 7 books, little teachings, and they scattered it across Black America's brain. So you can never put the pieces together. That's what Babylon did back then. And that's why you got Babylonia back then and Biblelonia today. That's why you will hear nobody else say, welcome to Biblelonia from Babylonia. This is a unique page, this is a unique situation, and we are unique people. Will we ever see reparations? That's coming up. Hold that thought. Don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere. Let me get the degradation out first before we get into the Exodus. Because reparations is not money. We'll get to that. So now, we got 66 done. Alright, we got that. Malcolm was the major Afro-American thinker that influenced me in terms of nationalism and Pan-Africanism. Was a lie. Malcolm didn't preach Pan-Africanism. He preached Afro-Asiatic. What we say? Because he has what? The O. Let me make sure I get it correct. I don't want to be guessing. We go back to it. I just had it. Okay, check this out. Malcolm has the organization of the Afro-Asiatic Unity. That's Malcolm's program, not Pan-Africanism. You hear the fuck shit? He's dead, right? So in he gets murdered in 65, and 66, Korea gets on the stage, him and Hakil with the 7 Circle book, and the 5 Percenters now, this new group, and says, hey, we're filling in for Malcolm with his new Pan-Africanism movement. And now we're going to be Black African Americans, and here comes Jesse, groomed in it in 1988 to put the stamp of African American in it. They knocked out 2 of the greatest men of the Afro-Asiatic unity that was supposed to be set ablaze to this millennium right now. And they murdered them. And Jesse and Farrakhan Lewis went and got an award from the from the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. They got an award for that. For bringing all those black souls over to the Greco-Roman world. That's why they get those awards. How we know? During the 1960s, U.S. organization became bitter rivals with the Black Panthers over their differing views on black nationalism. Now, who steps in after all that? Who's more closer to the government? And it's surely not the Black Panthers. Who got more hands in their pockets of the government other than a black Greek? Because the Greco-Romans who runs the federal government. So what happens to the COINTELPRO? The Black Panther Party, over their different views on black nationalism, the Federal Bureau of Investigation intensified this as a part of its COINTELPRO. How did the federal government get into the Black Panthers again? Hakeem Jamal, Kwanzaa, Karinga, Louis Farrakhan, and Louis Jackson, and Thomas Drew Ali. Yep. Moorish Science Temple, Circle 7. That's where the Moorish Science Temple come out. Of that Circle 7 right there. Karinga. They was all together in cahoots. And said the black man is what? Moors now. So they took the other ones that was lingering on the outskirts. Now they became Moorish Americans. We're not black. We're going to hustle Moorish Americans for the Arabs or the Moroccan Empire. So you went Arab on us. You went ape shit. They went ape shit on a nigga, y'all. The Moorish Science Temple went ape shit. They went Arab on a nigga. So now, Thomas Drew Ali is a magician with a crystal ball. But guess how he becomes a Mason? Guess what they call him before he's 21? This is going to blow your mind, 9. Hey, 9, this is going to blow your fucking top off. Boom! This is going to blow your top off. Boom! Louis Farrakhan, Louis Jackson, Louis Ali. What do they get in common? What do Louis get to do with Farrakhan? What do Louis get to do with Jackson? And what do Louis get to do with Ali? That's the name you get from a Mason before you're 21 years old. Google it. Check it out, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Louis Ali, Louis Farrakhan, and Louis Jackson. These three demons. The devil's pitchfork who got stuck in our souls and poured us out the water of life into the hellfire. Called the Trident. Yeah. The devil's pitchfork, Louis Farrakhan, Louis Ali, and Louis Jackson. What's their religion? Louis Farrakhan, Islam. Louis Jackson, what's that? Christianity. Louis Ali, what's that? Muslim, Arabia. All pagans and heathens. And they all worship the sun, moon, and the motherfucking stars. And all three got the Bible that says do what? Thou shalt not worship what? The sun, moon, and stars. And he took black Africa America straight to hell. All three of them. Who wanna debate me on that? That's the $1 million debate. Fuck side netter. Fuck all that other debate shit. That's the real bait. This is about to climb time out, IG. But I'm gonna let y'all ride on this. I ain't gonna do no more with you, IG, but that's it. Matter of fact, that's the end of the fucking video. I'm gonna drop the mic with that. I'm gonna drop the mic with that. Matter of fact, I got one more. I got one more. Y'all done, IG. Check the video out. Love you. The epilogue, right? Check this out, y'all. I'm tired of starting IG over again. Fuck that. My phone shut down. This is almost over. I'm gonna rock with you guys though. Alright, man, you guys tag, we rock this shit out. I'll fucks with y'all heavy on tag. Because y'all the ones that got the worst of this shit. You know what I mean? Really. You brothers and sisters on tag and on these social medias, showing your breasts and thinking this is cool and your leader is this and your leader is that and all this extra shit that's in your mind. It's not your fault. That's why I tell you I love you guys, man, because I know why your brain is fucked up. And I know why you love everything but yourself in the Most High Yah. You didn't have a mother or father or a brother to love you enough to be keeping 100. It's still recording. Okay, cool. And some morbid way, that's a good thing. Because now we go to the Most High together. Where's my other phone at? Damn. We go to the Most High together. Damn, I don't know if my recording stopped for tweet. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I'm going to find some way to tweet to get this better. I don't know if it goes out or if y'all still hear it. I'm hoping it'll still be on. Here's the ending to this video. We're going to get to the end of it. So the next question is, the next question I had was, let me get this over here. Start it over. The Alpha Z. Alright? I know what I'm going to do. I want to take a screenshot of this. Nope, hold on, I know what. Hold on for a minute. Let me get this up here real quick. Sure, they logo. They worship the sun and not God. Just a little small snippet. Boom. Okay. I got it. Now, the Alpha Z. These are W.D. Du Bois. Somebody had did a video on it before already. Alright. And somebody, what is this guy called? Lights, Camera, Action. I forgot the brother's name. He has a newsreel going around it. And UB News, I believe. Yeah, UB News. Big ups to UB News. Check them out too, man. I had already had this in my briefcase, but I felt comfortable. When I seen UB News bring up the black Greeks, that ain't what he said, but he gave it a little lesser name. I was happy that somebody else knew what I had already wrote down in my briefcase and what we was already sharing throughout the years. And it was giving me even more strength to go into depth with this. On the murders and what's actually really going on today. Alright? So this Alpha Zeta is the the body of all black Masons in America. But notice Alpha Zeta is what? A Greco-Roman or Greek language. And the culture of the Alpha Zeta is Greco-Roman. Alright? So, it's a fraternity. Today, Alpha Zeta has over 125,000 alumni, 1,000 students, members at 30 universities. Our print incarnation, publication Alpha Zeta News, chapters is 30. Then in Kentucky, get the website. Now, if you want to find out who's the notable members, check that out. I'm not going to go into that. Alright? So, references, links. Now, here are their other organizations. Let me slide this thing over here real quick. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yep. Alright. Now check this out what they got. Listen to what they're associated with. Remember, Omega Psi Phi. You get Lambda for the Lambda coronavirus. You get Omicron variant. It's not a coincidence that all the viruses and the variants are named after these fraternities. Alpha Zeta, Alpha Kappa Psi, Alpha Phos, Alpha Rho Chi, Alpha Phi Phi Omega. That is number 3 to Farrakhan, Lewis Jackson, and Lewis Ali. The 21-year-olds who was inducted to Masonry and groomed into creating the African America for it to fail. Your African America is groomed to be a failure. So no, there will be no reparations for a black African American. You're in debt. And that's why you go to jail with no bond. And that's why you go to jail with no fair trial. You're paying the debt of the 1818 Alpha Zeta, the 1818 of the creation of the black African American history, communities. In other words, you're paying to be black. That's where your reparations money went now. If anybody want to know where reparations money went, it went to paying the debt to be free in corporate America under black African America. Because you was about to go back to actual slavery until these guys sold out. You was about to be let go somewhere to somebody else unless somebody came up with a money idea. Because we wasn't making money. They wasn't making money off of Afro-Asiatics no more. In fact, if anybody's from New York or been to New York or Jersey or even California, there was a time that you was allowed to carry a bunch of money in your pocket until crack cocaine came. We started buying shit, and they started putting us in jail if we have more than 10,000 in our pocket. It wasn't until the 80s, after we actually ate African American, that when crack came, we got flooded with into the penitentiaries. And now our homes is broken to this very day, and now our children, 2022, are homosexuals and unnatural. You see the progression? There will not be no reparations. Your reparations is for you walking around being blind and godless. That's your reparation. You're living your reparation right now. The moment all of you, with myself and others, decide that we're not African Americans, we are the original Afro-Asiatic man and woman of the planet, and if you want to put black in there, fuck it, go ahead. But nonetheless, the Afro-Asiatic, born in America, is the original man of the planet and ruled over the heavens and the abyss. And together as one voice, we can stop the sun, moon, and everything else on this planet from growing or moving. As one voice. If I could do it by myself, I can imagine it was 1,000 of us. Facts. Got proof of that too. So, Alpha Zeta, you get the Alpha Phi Omega, Alpha Phi Sigma, Alpha Omega Epsilon, Delta Epsilon Mu, Delta Theta Phi, Delta Kappa Alpha, Delta Omericon, Delta Sigma Phi, Delta Sigma Chi, Alpha. God damn all this Greek shit. You know what? I'm Greeked out, man. What are you gonna say this? I'm just gonna get off that page right there. Google it. Alpha Zeta and what they did. Now, next one. Here's my favorite. This is my favorite right here. This is the ice cream on the cake. Make this bigger. Here's the ice cream on the cake. Let me read this to you. This is why it all makes sense why slavery ended. Now remember, W. Du Bois, this half-breed nigga devil, excuse my language, tag, yeah, I apologize, tag, don't cut my shit off, man. We're too far in the video. Facebook, too far in the video, all right, my fault. This half-breed, degenerate, here we go, we'll use that word, degenerate. Check out what he do. Frederick Douglass too. Umar Johnson's part of Pan-African, the all in the Africa shit. Not the Afro, the natural shit. Not the all Afro people. Not the all natural people. But the Pan-African. Not the Pan-Afro-American. Why not? What's wrong with that? Matter of fact, we'll do that then. Pan-Afro-Asiatic American. P-A-A Pa. Yeah. P with 3 A's. P-triple-A. Pan-African, Pan-Afro-Asiatic American. We're going to do that. Because at least we know we're all together with our Afro, which is natural. We are Asiatic because we come from the land of the rising sun and we get the melanin of the sun in the same plasma in our skin. Asiatic. And we are in America. And you can go to Asia and get a tree. And you can go to America and get a fruit. And you go to Asia and see a bird and come back to America and see a different bird. You go to Asia and go to a river and come to America and come back over here to a river. You go over to Asia and meet some Asian people, Asiatic people. You come over here in America and meet some Asiatic and American people. But you can't go to Black Africa America. That's the psychology. Remember, these guys went to college for psychology and ethics and political science. They didn't go there to be a better man. They went there for a science to use on somebody else. or group and call them what? All African Americans. When all of us are not from Africa. And all of us are not black. That's the problem. Slavery is abolished on December 8th, 1865. When do Black History start? Y'all remember? Who remembers when Black History started? What year? What year did Black History start? 1818. The perfect deception. The year of the deception. And so, 74 years later, Black history is born. Now, my question is this. If Black history was born in 1818 and slavery is abolished in 1860 what? 65. The year Malcolm was murdered. Malcolm was murdered in 1965. Black history was born in 1865. They had 100 years. That means one man or one group over a 100-year span of time programmed this shit to perfection. And they had to kill Martin in 1968 to fit the timeline. And they had to kill Malcolm to justify the beginning of that timeline. So when you erase Malcolm and Martin out the picture, you get Mandela, Tutu, Farrakhan, Jesse, Black America, Obama, Michelle, Tyler Perry. All this Greco-Roman comes into your TV screen. This is who you see on TV every day. The seed of deception. Mandela, Desmond Tutu, Farrakhan, and Jesse, Akil, and Karenga. W.D. Boys, they took the pure out and put themselves on the pedestal and on TV and in your history books. And literally took your money, literally took your heart, soul, and your mind, and literally mind fucked your children. And they're guilty. And they're pedophiles. How we know? Because Desmond Tutu with the Dalai Lama, everybody knew they was in bed together. And Desmond Tutu has a quote. I'm going to say this again. He has a quote, and he was serious before they made Barack Obama president. There is a video and information out there that shows that Barack Obama, Desmond Tutu, Mandela, and all of them was somewhere in Africa somewhere putting this together. And the little nerd in the Revenge of the Nerds, the little gay boy in Revenge of the Nerds movie, along with the geek dude who is Bill Gates in real life, put it on the internet and social media that it was cool to be black and African American, and your first black African American president is part of the money scheme or the pyramid scheme to suck the Afro-Asiatic so-called black man and woman dry and leave them to die. In closing, just now, 2 days in a row, was 80 degrees. just overnight it went down to 34. That is a shock to my system. I could imagine to fruit, insects, birds, worms, and all those that clean up this planet and or fertilize this planet. So I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. It's already been in history. The book of Judith, the Ukrainian wars between the Germans in Ukraine and the Russians in Ukraine. And this game, they always cause you to kill each other first. They'll send a group in there, spit what's this one in the ear, spit that ear, spit lies in everybody's ear, and leave out and watch you kill each other. Then they'll come out there and give you guns. They give you a 9, him a Tech 9, this other one a Uzi, and this one a AK. After that's clean, was ever left strong? Now we're going to destroy all the food supply. We can't come in and take your food, and we can't come in here and take your guns, and we can't come in here and just take your children like we used to, because America got too many guns and shit. So the easiest way to starve America is to destroy all the food coming into America, right? Destroy all the food that is surplus, that's been sitting in the storage houses till needed. Destroy them, burn them, and put flies and stuff in there and stuff. It's happening right now. After you starve them to death, they'll sell everything they got to us just so they can eat. Because America is known for gluttony. And if you're a glut for food, money, shelter, housing, and materialism, you'll be the first one to die. You'll be the first poor nigga. Because you spent all your money buying stuff that mean you nothing when it comes down to feeding your stomach. That's why I only drink juice, pretzels, nuts and peanuts. Because when the famine comes, I'm already physically fit. I ain't too fat to get through this. I ain't get to have nobody hold my belly while I run, or my titties. I had nobody hold my big ass. Whether you a transgender or not, you got a lot of stuff to carry when that famine hit. And you will sell that car, you will sell that diamond ring, you will sell that pussy hole and that booty hole when it comes down to really starving. And you've never ate outside the trees. You don't know what tree out in the world, out this window, you don't know what to eat. I do. There's plants out there you don't even need no water, just cool. We used to do that with his children. Berry trees, wild berries, wild stuff. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You just know Costco, Sam's Club, McDonald's, all processed food with no life in it. And you're fat. Now you about to get real skinny, nigga. Y'all about to get real skinny, niggas. So slavery was abolished in 1865. 74 years after W.D. Bois, the Alpha Zeta, tell y'all this is black history. Who is these niggas that say, well, then again, let me shut the fuck up on that one. Never mind. That's their idea. Black African America is a corporation. It is a 503c. And if you want your reparations, invest in corporate black America, African America. Find out what's the trading name for it. See, you can't go to stock exchange and say, I want to invest in corporate America. No. You know what they're going to say? Who the fuck told you? They're going to make phone calls. They're going to make you wait for almost 2 hours, and they're going to call every fraternity on the planet and say, who the fuck is this person talking about they want to invest in our shit? Who told you that? And that's the great secret as well. You are on the stock market, like pork bellies, diamonds, gold, this, that, brr. Yeah. These same black people, African Americans, Boule, who are snatching your children up because their organs is fucked up too, from being wicked. Because if it was the pale skin killing us for our organs, best believe you me, FEMA can't be live and popping right now. Matter of fact, FEMA can't be the new bubblegum store. Come down here to this camp. We got Jay-Z, we got Beyonce, we got Yeezy, we got all your stars. Come on down here to this arena. Come on down here to this function and snatch up a good 200-300 kids and conch it over who would be the wiser. They didn't know that, huh? Every rap event and every little event is for the sodomizing of your children. For the sodomizing of your children. All right. That's the wrap for that. We slide this over. Try to bring up one thing here from my Google Photos. For y'all to see. My fucking TV is stuck. Damn.
Things aren't worth putting off, like your car insurance. Good thing we're here to remind you.
Wow, it's still stuck. Wow, that's crazy. What just happened? What up? Something just happened to my damn screen. Hold on, folks. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, I forgot I'm on Facebook too. Damn, I forgot about this shit. Alright, hold on for a minute. I try to get my screen back to get back up. Something going on here. My screen just like there's some freaky shit here. Oh my goodness, something's wrong here. Alright. Well, I'm on this thing here. So I just want to see if I can bring this up for y'all. Yeah, my shit's not working at all right now. I fought for the dead space. Y'all know about this time my computer starts messing up, man. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is none of what I'm looking for. I know what. I want to share a phrase with you, if I can. I want to read something to you by Nietzsche, The Gay Science, subsection 125. I'll read this first. The classification of nihilism. Alright? This is their philosophy. This is what they've been taught in these colleges. How to annihilate a whole race of people without killing them. 1. Use nihilism as despair. 2. Nihilism as a disorientation. If you're disoriented, meaning you don't know where the fuck you from, that's part of nihilism. Nihilism as lack of higher values, meaning you have no God creator. Only the sun, moon, and stars and everything that's around you, it's about you. So you have no higher value than what? Being black and African American. What we are doing when we unchain this earth from its sun, whether it is moving now or are we now plunging continually backwards, sideward, forward, in all direction? Is it still up or down? Or are we not straying as through an infinite nothing? God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves? The murderers of all murderers. What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off of us? Whatever there is for us to clean ourselves. What festival of atonement, what sacred games shall we have to invent? Is not the greatness of this deed too great for us? Must we ourselves not become God simply to appear worthy of it? Nietzsche, The Gay Science, subsection 125. Nietzsche felt the agony, the suffering, and the misery of a godless world so intensely at a time when others were yet blind to the tremendous consequences that he was able to experience and advance, as it were, the fate of a coming generation. For why has the advent of nihilism become necessary? Because the value we have had hitherto thus draw their final consequence. Because nihilism represents the ultimate logical conclusion of our great values and ideas. Because we must experience nihilism before we can find out what these values really had, we require something or sometime new values. Now, the less thinnest, the emptiest, is posited as the first, as a cause in itself, as ens realissimum, as ens real ISSIMUM, realissimum, the most real being. Nietzsche, Twilight of the Idols, chapter 4, Reason and Philosophy. The apparent world is the only one. The true world has only been blindly added. Nietzsche, Twilight of the Idols, chapter 4, Reason and Philosophy. So, let's see if we can do this real quick. Pencil. Make this bigger. Alright. End of the video. What you see here is heaven, which is 7 zodiacs. That's why the 7 is so special. Because the 7 zodiacs is above the earth. The other 5 is below, or what they would call below sea level, or in the abyss. So anytime you see this a god going down, he's going into the abyss, or he's going down into the darkness of the planet. But anybody with real sound logic and who is universally connected, alright, would know that the sun sits in outer space and we sit in inner space. And our inner space is lit by the sun. And the outer space is partially lit by multiple suns, but the knowledge of the outer space, it solely belongs to the breath of life. Because galaxies in outer space live. They breathe. They're full of life and frequency. And it only till you to Earth, where all the galactical frequencies and universal languages come together and being poured into what you call a man and the woman. And when they lose that connection, they become beasts by nature. They become beasts by nature. So before I hang this up, anybody that watch this video, anybody, any city, long as it ain't cold, nigga, 'cause I'm not coming with cold. We come with 2,500 of free money, and I got my own pocket full of pocket money to take care of myself and wherever I'm at and the people I'm around that day, or around who I'm living with, or around. So anybody got a 1 bedroom, I mean a 2 bedroom, anything, or need a roommate, or something's kind of tight, hit me up, inbox me. I don't have no drug habits, I don't have no alcohol habits, I don't want no fucking animals, and I ain't got no children. And I ain't got no girlfriend chasing me from state to state, or no niggas chasing me from state to state, or chasing me no motherfucking where, for that matter. What the hell is that? Why is that second thing playing? Oh, it's still going on. I thought it was something else. So, what the hell was that? I guess it stopped. No, it didn't stop. I don't know, I think I ran my time out. Alright, Pinecto, happy hustle, we love you guys. There's Omar Jose signing out on Pinecto video. Anybody want the video, it'll be up on YouTube later on today. Thank you guys for joining us for this moment, for paradise, from paradise to a pair of dice. We're happy y'all came with us. We're glad that you had spent your time with us. If you have any questions, you have any curiosities about what we shared, let me know. I'll send you the links. I'll get you the information. Whatever it is that you need, I'll get it for you. But the most I keep yourself, keep you safe. We love you. Peace. That's it for that. Facebook, I think I've proved my point on this aspect. Let me close this down. We're still rolling. That was 4 hours. I didn't even know that. Wow, I didn't even know that was 4 hours. So let me shoot y'all some photos, show some pictures real quick. You have something to think about before I close this out. Here is your Alpha Zeta, the Eye of Horus, right there. The Eye of Horus. Get the rays of the sun behind it. Get the A to Z, like your alphabet, the letter A to Z, the beginning and the end of the word. You have the star of Venus. So you have the sun, the moon, and the stars in this. And y'all can't say I made this up because it's right here. See the alphabet? Literally. They speak words into existence. They get the sun rays behind what? The Dajjal, or the one-eyed beast. Who what? Eyes over top of Venus. Or the fallen star. Lucifer. Whatever name you want to give it. And with that, we say peace.